There could be more bad news for motorists as a petrol hike is expected in November. The recent strengthening of the rand against the US dollar has not been enough to prevent a hefty fuel price hike for November. And the petrol is set to rise by around 45 cents a litre and diesel by 64 cents and illuminating paraffin by 57 cents. For more on this, we're joined on the phone line by Leighton Beard from AA. He is the spokesperson there. Leighton, thank you so much for joining us. So we're all feeling a bit optimistic when the rand was strengthening against the US dollar. This doesn't seem to be affecting the fuel price. How does this happen?
Good afternoon, Audrey. It's good to be with you. Yeah, look, unfortunately, the appreciation of the rand against the US dollar in the middle of the month was not enough to offset, really, the gains that we're seeing now. So it may be that these gains do come into play a bit later when we do our mid-month forecast in the middle of November. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And even though oil prices had also strengthened and the two combined, we are seeing this increase now. So really, what we are seeing is a continuation of the factors we saw in October, where the weak showing of the rand and international oil prices are combining to unfortunately give motorists some bad news at the beginning of the month.
Right, so this is exactly what we're feeling now. Just talk to us about how the regulation of fuel price works in South Africa. Is there a body that is responsible for this, or do we just work with the international practice?
Well, we work with international practice, we work on international oil prices, and we work with the rand-US dollar exchange rate. A lot of the fuel that comes into South Africa, most of the fuel that comes into South Africa is obviously imported from various places. Malaysia, Middle Eastern countries. It has to be brought into the country via tankers. It has to be stored. It has to be taken from wherever it lands on the coast to inland area. So there are a number of costs associated with it. And then obviously we have to add in certain levies that the South African government adds to the fuel price. The general fuel levy that's added, and then obviously also the road accident fund levy that are added to the fuel price, that all combine to give us the fuel price that we pay at the moment. So we did see a reduction in the fuel price in August, but unfortunately the last couple of months we've seen increases. It's very difficult to say whether this is going to continue into December, but at the moment it looks like our forecast in the middle of November may again indicate that the price is going to go up.
All right, Leighton, thank you so much for your time. It appears it's going to be a very expensive festive season as families and people are traveling across the country to enjoy their festive season. That's Leighton Beard there. He is the AA spokesperson.